Hey, it's NPR's Book of the Day. I'm Andrew Limbong. A few weeks ago on the Books We've Loved series we've been doing, we covered the Jane Austen classic Pride and Prejudice. You can go back and listen to that episode if you haven't yet. It is a hoot and a half. Anyway, in talking about the book, my co-host B.A. Parker and I, and also NPR's Linda Holmes, got into a discussion about Mrs. Bennet, the mom in the story, who sometimes gets portrayed as ditzy and controlling as she tries to navigate her own daughter's marital status. But in a lot of ways, she's doing so out of love, out of care. I was thinking about her listening to today's interview with Justinian Huang, author of the new novel Lucky Seed. It's about a gay son pressured by family to have a son. Huang told NPR's Ailsa Chang that the book is partly inspired by his own life and his relationship with his own mother, and writing the book helped him fall back in love with her again. That's coming up.
This message comes from NPR sponsor CNN. Stream Anthony Bourdain, Parts Unknown, Prime Cuts now, exclusively on the CNN app. These rarely seen, never-before-streamed episodes dig deep into the Parts Unknown archives with personal insights from Anthony Bourdain and rare behind-the-scenes interviews about each season. Anthony Bourdain, Parts Unknown, Prime Cuts, now streaming exclusively on the CNN app. Subscribe now at cnn.com/all-access. Available in the U.S. only.
For the billionaire Taiwanese-American family, the Sun clan, the future of the patriarchy rests on the shoulders of women. Well, one woman in particular, Rose's Sun, who believes the family fortune can only survive by producing a male heir with the clan's last name. The stakes are high because if no heirs remain on Earth, Rose's believes that the family will be punished by so-called hungry ghosts. And so she pressures her favorite nephew, Wayward, who is gay and single, to have a son. What follows is twist after twist in a new novel by Justinian Huang called Lucky Seed. It's a story about family subterfuge, intergenerational resentments, and how love can survive dysfunction. Justinian Huang came on down to NPR West to hang with me and talk about his new novel. It's so great to have you here, Justin.
It's amazing. What an amazing summary. Do I need to say anything? I can go now, right?
Oh, well, the first thing you have to explain for us is this whole plot was kind of like an art imitates life thing, right? Like,
yes.
You told me the first time that we met weeks ago that you are the character Wayward in this story. You were the one.
Yes.
Loosely. But something like this kind of happened to you. You were the chosen one in your family to have a baby.
Yes. Well, picture it.
Yeah.
Summer 2021. The matriarch of my mom's family, my mom's big auntie, summons me to her lair in West LA. And she says to me that unless I have a baby boy to carry on the family lineage, because our family had no baby boys, that we would all become hungry ghosts in the afterlife.
Had you ever heard the concept of hungry ghosts before?
I did know what hungry ghosts were, as, crazy of a concept that sounds like. Hungry ghosts.
Explain for people. Yes.
Sure. Hungry ghosts are this belief, an ancient belief system, that if you don't have descendants to remember you after you pass on, you starve in the afterlife. I just had never heard it applied in such a pragmatic, literally inheritance drama way. I was pretty gobsmacked for sure.
And I guess you were the only male in this generation?
So the funny thing is that we just don't have any boys in my mom's side of the family that have their last name.
Got it.
But I was the only gay boy. And I think aunties being brilliant are like, we can control the gay boy, right? There isn't I won't have a wife that they have to go head to head with, right? They're just
Exactly. This can be our plan,
yes.
And he will execute. I noticed that in the acknowledgments at the end of this book, you mentioned that one of your favorite relationships in this story about the Sun clan is between Wayward and his mother, Iris.
Yeah.
How they find their way back to each other. And you said that your own mom inspired the character of Iris. How so?
She sure did. When I first started this book, my mom and I actually weren't on the best terms. We were, because this request that my big auntie had made of me, that her aunt had made of me, the whole family was infighting, and there was a lot of drama basically, and there was a lot of factors and a lot of splinters. And as I was writing this book, At first, I always thought that the central relationship would be the romance between the main character Wayward and his on and off boyfriend Jamal.
Yeah.
But then I realized, like you're always looking for a central relationship. I realized, no, it's actually between generations. It's between Wayward understanding where his mother is coming from and why she acts the way she does. And as I wrote this book, I fell back in love with my mom because I was like, she's brilliant and she does. Yeah. So,
Well, you wrote in those acknowledgments, being the son of a brilliant woman can be complicated.
Definitely.
Can you say more about that complicated part?
Oh, boy. Yes. I mean, I think that when I was a little boy, like she and I were so inseparable. I think she wanted to protect me because I think she knew deep down that I was gay and she wanted to protect me from the world, right? And then as you get older and you're like, Mom, I don't need you to protect me anymore, you start pushing them away. And then like it becomes a tug of war so much of your 20s, I think, between sons and mothers. I think that's a lot of that going on for sure,
Absolutely.
I think now that I'm coasting into the rest of my life and she's just been such a big support to me, I say that she's the muse of this book.
I feel that so much of this story, as much as it exalts family, it also feels like the central message is even if your family is your blood, it does not mean that they are who you need to be. And that is an idea that's very close to my heart.
Yes.
As much as I do love my family. And I was wondering, how long did it take you to get there, to know that you can love your family but also bend towards another path?
I love that question. I think the moment I realized I was gay, I was like, oh, there needs to be a departure. The umbilical cord needs to be cut, right? I think that the first time I kissed a boy, right, which was in college, freshman year, I remember stepping back and he wanted to kiss some more. And I was like, I need to process this moment.
Oh, I thought you were about to say, I need to go ask my mom about it.
Oh my God. Oh my God, that's hilarious. Oh my gosh, I probably almost did. Gosh, it took a few more years before I came out to her,
Okay, so spoiler alert for Justinian's personal life. Your beautiful baby has arrived. Congratulations, new
Thank
dad.
you. Oh my gosh.
And here's the big kicker. She's a girl.
Yes.
She's not a boy.
She's not a boy.
Your daughter Pip came a few weeks early. She's magnificent. I've been watching these adorable videos on Instagram.
Thank you.
How did your aunties react when they found out you were having a girl and not a boy?
So, ultimately, I said no to the whole boy situation. Like it was in 2021 when my aunt made this request of me, but I ultimately said no because I didn't want the families to be fighting. And then when I always promised my mom, like, we will try for another grandchild for you, right? But here's the thing, Ailsa. I'm a girl dad.
I love it. I can see it in those videos.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm such a girl dad. I wouldn't know. I mean, like, I don't want to be gendered at all, of course. And like, I'm really excited for her to be whoever she wants to be.
Sure. Or whoever they want to be.
Whoever they want to be, whatever. Like, I'm just excited to shepherd them into this world, right?
Yeah. What do you most hope for Pip's future?
Oh my gosh. I want Pip to be joyous.
Yes.
Because happiness and joy are different things.
How so?
Happiness is what you feel on a day-to-day. It's very external. Joy means that you love yourself and that you accept yourself.
You're at peace with who you are.
Precisely. I just want Pip to be joyous. That's it, That's all I want. That's all I want from her.
That's all any of us could ever want.
Truly.
Justinian Huang's new book is called Lucky Seed. Thank you so much, Justinian, for visiting with me at NPR West, and congratulations again, Dad.
A dream come true on multiple levels. This is wonderful. Thank you so much, Ailsa.
This message comes from Schwab. Everyone has moments when they could have done better, like cutting their own hair or forgetting sunscreen, so now you look like a tomato. Same goes for where you invest. Level up and invest smarter with Schwab. Get market insights, education, and human help when you need it. Learn more at schwab.com.
This message comes from KeyBank.
You should never feel like you're leaving business decisions to chance. Try a banking relationship that helps you turn industry insight into industry advantage. Reimagine business as usual. KeyBank opens doors. Key.com/B2B. This message comes from Solidigm. Yesterday's approach to storage can't meet the demands of today's AI ambitions. Bigger, faster, and more energy efficient, Solidigm solid-state storage solutions are optimized for AI. Learn more at storageforai.com.